chairs.
Oh,
Like one of those red buttons from Staples.
Even bigger.
Welcome
Ugh.
to Tuesday night D&D.
Hey, everybody.
hey there, everyone.
All right, so
Ooh, right, kind of
Mhm.
pull that up.
picking up where we left off last time, you were being freshly dropped off by your temporary ride. So let's see. The purple arrow totally didn't move on the map. So I'd say you're probably a half day's travel from the city.
All right.
All right.
Can I talk to Khan before he flies
Sure.
away?
Yeah. As you land, he kind of goes back into his elven form.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask him: Do all your mercenaries find themselves in this much danger?
What mercenaries?
This group are they mercenaries? They
Oh.
act like it.
Even worse, we're family.
But
He just smirks at you.
3 seconds.
is it usual for groups to attract this many things to them? Because I don't remember it being this hard.
Hold on one second.
How much does my wheelchair weigh?
The new one?
Yeah,
Hold
On a
let me
scale
tell
of
you.
1 to 10, it's about halfway in the mud.
I'm just putting it in my inventory.
Hold on. I have a card for this somewhere too. Do. The combat wheelchair. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one.
I would just like it to be known that I am hunting for frogs immediately.
Roll roll a survival or an investigation check.
Not nature.
You find one on the wall in the bog. Just don't go toward the fog.
Nature's too fun.
For there's where you'll find the frog.
So it's very easy to find a body of water. You kind of start looking around. Yeah, you do see at least 2 frogs.
I would like to attempt to capture one.
Ooh, roll a dex check.
Let's wait.
Where is the damned? Do.
Miss, it's going to be covered in mud.
Instantly.
The
Oh,
real
come on.
question is, what kind of frog is it?
You kind
Blue
of
and spotty.
lean. You still have the cloak on, yeah?
Yep.
Explains it. So you lean over, and the frog is out of your reach, but it doesn't really click to you to stop leaning forward. However, the cloak kind of grabs onto some branches behind you and like holds onto it as you continue to lean until you reach down and let's just make sure it doesn't outroll you. Thank goodness you have a +2 to your dex. You do manage to. You both rolled natural 18s. You do manage
Ooh.
to catch the frog though, like
Victory!
mid jump, and then you kind of snap back up towards the branch. Congratulations. Let's say your wheelchair for the moment, because it was designed. I'd say in total, let's just call it 60 pounds for now. Because while the wheels were a little bit heavy, the other materials may be lighter in some areas. And I'll look it up later. But so far, that's pretty good. It's less relevant.
Wait, are the wheels from Bob's wagon?
Well, technically, it doesn't count against his carry weight. Well, actually, so here's a good point. For that, so we'd have to fold. That is a really good question. Because it does have other things on it. Who'd we lose? Ooh.
They're back.
Let's just call it 75 because I forgot I added some things to it. That'll cover us. You should make Misfit carry it.
Misfit's currently wrestling a frog.
No, they got it.
Make
They're not wrestling anymore.
Make a special like side mount for it.
Oh,
So it'd be like a sidecar.
It's like if you carry it when we're not using it, you can ride the sidecar. You're my friend forever.
Now, was it a frog or a grung?
I don't know. Looks like a frog so far.
I mean,
Misfit
rather
actually rolled
Juggler.
rather well. You rolled a 15 and a 20. All right.
Serena's gonna have a quick telepathic conversation with Khan. She'll ask him, "So, this fairy, is there anything I should know about him?"
This who?
The Fae? The one you showed me?
He kind of looks. That's a very hard question to answer.
Well,
Let's do
right
your best.
now we know he's bored and he likes to gamble.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just don't lose if you gamble.
Just tell that to Lou. He already found out the hard way.
What do you lose?
His
I
coat.
gestured to my lack of coat.
Like you're not the first, don't worry. Not me, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
he
Is he
kind
a
of,
friend of yours?
oh gods no. He just stole my friend's coat.
We'll keep an eye out for him.
I would never.
And your
do that.
friend's coat, too.
Like speaking of friends, I really need to be off on my own direction.
Wait,
Are you all
Con,
going to be okay?
wait.
Yes, Misfit.
I'm gonna conjure up a little bluebird in my hand. Hey, Beatrice, can you tell Dirge bye? I forgot to say it. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna hand him my bird. You're going back to Florin, right?
Nearish two?
Okay. Yeah, that works. Can you tell Beatrice?
Like holds out his palm. Got it. It's like, well,
And I'm sure we'll be alright. We've been through worse, right?
he kind of looks around. He looks south for a moment beyond you guys. Just be careful. things down here are not.
I make no promises that Misfit will not lose all his money.
What money?
Oh,
That's exactly what he was thinking. He's like, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Like, but you seemingly have a capable group here. I think everything will work out.
Mhm.
Of course it will.
So 2.5
I'll
days.
see you on the mainland.
And it just kind of looks 2.5 days. And guys, I do really mean 2.5 days. Not like, all right, 2.5 days, let's get ready to go. Like, be gone. How many days,
Does
Misfit?
it have something to do with that flock of demons?
I start counting on my fingers.
How do you make the half finger?
And make sure I'm ready for Misfit to pull out a sharp object.
over Khan's shoulder, I'm gonna do that like thumb finger trick behind him, and go like do this.
Mhm. Good
Are
lad.
you a wizard?
Yeah,
Do
him.
not say that to me ever again.
Oh, him.
No, I
as-
figured you were talking to
As
me, right?
Misfit says that, yeah, I figured so too.
Yeah.
He's doing some magic over there.
So as you say that, Khan turns around and looks at you. It's like, oh, you practiced, do you?
No.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you said your friend did magic.
No, Bob does magic.
He's very sensitive about that.
Just don't talk to me about it. Just drop it.
Bob doesn't do magic either.
No, I'm pretty sure he does magic.
Well, I guess yesterday. What didn't something happen yesterday, Misfit? I can't.
You
Was it
guys.
something weird?
When you jumped out the window?
No. Before that, the before the old man.
When you ate the
Oh,
food?
when we went back in time?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
No, that feels too weird.
Was that Bob?
It wasn't me, that's for sure.
Just kind of laughs. Well, don't worry. Your new captain, very capable in magic. You're in good hands.
I'm assuming he slapped my back.
He just like puts his left arm on your shoulder.
Yes, the new commander.
Like,
Mhm.
don't worry, he'll take good care of you. He may look soft and squishy, but he's very capable.
Lou looks like he was about to say something and then doesn't.
Captain, I present a gift to celebrate this wonderful promotion. And I hand you the frog.
I will take the frog. What color is it?
What color would you like it to be, Misfit?
Neon green.
I'm thinking like a yellow frog. Like
Oh,
a
yellow.
yellow frog.
It's like a yellow frog with like a few green parts to it in coloration as well.
Okay, thank you.
It just kind of looks at you.
I stare back at it. Would you like to hold on to it for me?
Yes, please.
I will give frog back to Misfit.
Eagerly takes it back.
Alright. We should stop.
Wait.
Hmm?
Where's Sephora?
Kinda like
What's her
Yeah.
name?
For
Saphira.
Saphira.
Sarah?
I have to just write that name down in my notes.
You mention the name, and underneath the cloak, between Misfit's shoulders and the cloak, you watch as she pops out. Apparently snuck back in there at some point.
Oh, alright, well, at least I didn't leave her behind.
Nope. Likes the coke.
We have 2.5 days and a half day's travel. We should get moving.
Yes. Good luck on your journey, Con.
All right, Beatrix. Bird kind of just looks over at him and they just disappear.
Could have just brought us there.
But he promised Misfit to fly with him.
Well, are we gonna stand around or just stand thigh deep in the swamp?
Hmm.
Did he place us like right in the muck, or did he place us on like
I have no idea.
You're directly in the
solid
mud.
land?
You're
We're
like on a
currently-
more solid piece of land. There is a path that you can kind of see. If you want to travel on it or not, that's obviously up to you. But there are several parts that kind of weave and wind in between these swamps. There are also small groupings of like homes throughout some of these villages you pass through along your way. Not like big, huge village, just groups of houses.
Like a bayou.
Kinda, yeah.
Before we start off, I would walk up to Serena and ask if she would like to be carried.
You want to carry me
You don't
the
like getting
whole
dirty,
half
right?
day?
It's not the worst thing I've
I
ever
still don't
done.
want to be carried.
Can you say that again?
I'll be all right. Thank you, though.
All right.
Hey, yeah, let's get going.
All right, what's our marching order?
Misfit in front.
Do we even have our order up to date? Let's see.
It's not really.
I just gotta get rid of Bob. Oh, and I gotta get rid of Illyria. Someday. And I gotta add him. Minus. Alright. I've added you all to the order tab on the party sheet.
I'll take the back.
I'll be in front.
Yep.
Marius, are you carrying the chair?
Be-
Or using the chair right now?
Is there room for the chair?
If you guys follow the path, yes. If you kind of go off the path, then you would probably need to get out of the chair.
I'll just use my staff for now, just because this could turn into an inopportune place to use it. I'd hate to have to just leave it all of a sudden.
Yes.
Are
So,
we putting it in the bag or is someone carrying it?
I mean, if I do have a bag of holding, if that's where you would like to carry it for now.
I don't think it would fit in the bag of holding. Hold on, let's see.
I know there's a weight restriction. I don't know if there's ever anything said that the magic won't allow it to expand the opening to.
I mean, if the chair collapses, it should be able to fit.
Even collapsed, it's decently sized. I will say we'll allow it to fit in the bag, sure.
Otherwise, I would be happy carrying it. I can do that.
See, Mary
I'd say the
Poppins
bag
it
should
into
be
the bag.
fine.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, someone must be drawing. I was like, everything disappeared.
Hmm. What? I don't know what you're talking about. No one was doing anything of the sort.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
Never.
Oh, you're totally not doing it again either. It's like
I'm
redrawing.
definitely not.
It's redrawing every line every time someone clicks. I think that's what it looks like. All right. So, Misfit. Since you're leading up the front, as you walk through, what's your plan? Are you staying on the path?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I'd like to go in the mud, but I don't think Serena wants to go in the mud, and I don't think Marius wants to go in the mud.
I'm just going to point out,
So...
you were asked where you wanted to go, and Serena answered.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
roll
I
a
think-
survival check.
Let's do
So
it.
you guys just kind of trudge your way around.
I think we're staying on the path.
Yeah, it's not a very high DC. You don't get lost. So you do manage to kind of stay on the path through the mud and blue smiley face that you see in the sky above you.
Mm-hmm. And then you cross the red line that you don't know what it means.
Familiar.
All right, so the first thing, just to explain how uncomfortable we'll make Serena on this trip. It is very, very, very humid in this current location. And it is very swampy. Enjoy.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
great. There's bugs.
Mosquitoes.
hmm
Wet
In
shoes.
fact, Misfit, as you are leading them forward about 30 minutes in, you manage to see in front of you a couple of larger looking mosquitoes that are kind of like buzzing around and then like latched onto a tree.
It is painfully obvious that I am trying not to get distracted right now.
Serena's wrapped in her cloak, trying to keep herself safe from the bugs.
Roll a perception check and see if you see them. They're fairly big. Yeah, you notice Misfit kind of pause for a second.
Do they actually look like mosquitoes, or do they look more bat-like?
Oh no, they look like mosquitoes, but they're just very, very large mosquitoes.
We're talking demon souls, poison swamp level.
So glance back to Lou.
What's up?
Her shoot her eyes towards Misfit.
Misfit, what's up?
Oh, I'm just showing Meatball those big mosquitoes over there.
Lou will look over where Misfit points.
Yeah, you see them.
Are they within our walk path?
They're on the main path. They don't look like they're camping it out or anything. It looks like they basically just decided to sit here. And here they sit. So if you continue down the path, at least in this portion, you will have to go through the center of them. How you deal with that, I leave up to you.
How big is a big mosquito?
Maybe
Pan
I would-
sized?
oh,
Have you ever been to
much bigger than
Texas
that.
in the summer?
I would
Like
say
skirt size?
wingspan and all. Pretty close, Techno. Pretty close.
Okay. I mean, what? I'm a walking
Visual
bug zapper.
representation for what? Techno. They don't look like that, but size-wise,
Okay, so small.
no, bigger.
Big
Just
bat.
looks without the head.
What am I? I'm basically a bug zapper.
I'll just disappear from.
Did you guys know that mosquitoes can sense your breath?
I would say full with wingspan, they're probably like 3 feet across.
Ooh, that's big.
And there's
Well-
3 of them.
Do we want to walk through them, or should we go around them?
Well, it depends. Do you prefer getting waist high in mud? It's kind of what
I
the
don't mind.
options are here. I don't either.
How far around do you think you're going to have to go? This is a swamp. Wandering into the mud is dangerous.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
That is true, but they can be potentially dangerous too. But we
More
also
dangerous
know,
than sinking.
yeah, we do know they're there.
What are the odds we just walk by them and nothing happens?
Knowing us, pretty low.
Yeah, but hey, we might be lucky today.
Well,
I
after
bet
you,
there's going to
Miss
be a
Smith.
whole swarm of them.
So should we
I
hold
feel
our
like
breath
this-
when we pass them?
Well,
This shouldn't be up to me. I'm just going to pick the mud.
I said
Well-
after you, not up to you.
well, I either have to carry Marius or Serena through the mud if we do it that way.
What if you carried both of them? Like a big tower.
It's not so much the weight; it's more the logistics at that point.
Yeah, I think we should risk the possible threat we can see.
All right, you're the commander.
Eh,
All right, boss man. Through the bugs we go.
you're right. I will be making that noise a lot tonight.
How do you approach this situation with the bugs?
Walk by them, don't look.
Lit up,
Hold your breath.
close back around her.
I'm gonna Misfit said they can sense breath, so Lou's gonna hold his breath. Hopefully that works. And maybe try and sneak by. He'll be as quiet as possible.
You want to stealth with the guy in armor, huh?
Yeah, hey.
Roll a stealth check.
All of us?
Whoever wants to approach.
Lou's gonna quiet his footsteps.
Damn it. So let's see, we're up to 4 ones.
Yeah. 4 ones by 4 different people.
Oh dear, this is going to be interesting.
What am I rolling?
If you want to try to
stealth, if
sneak
you
up to
want.
the bugs.
If you're
Roll
just
stealth.
staying in the distance, you do not have to stealth up.
Would I have any knowledge of these creatures or anything that may work, like rubbing mud on us or certain plants that may, like citronella or anything like that?
Roll a nature check. Yeah, probably a nature check would be best for
Not
this
a
one.
knowledge.
It's not something. So even for
Or
like
history,
history,
you
it's
meant.
not something you would have necessarily like
Okay.
seek out to read. Oh, that rolled in a good way. That was about to tip over to a natural one. It fell on a natural 19. You haven't studied it in depth, but you have kind of read about these, just reading books on the area in general. It's actually not really a mosquito at all. It's some sort of fly. basically what these things do, they fly around and inject their eggs into other things until they hatch and consume them.
Ah!
And technically, I don't think those are mosquitoes. Do I know the name of them?
You can't specifically remember offhand, no.
They are a type of fly that make you the host for their larvae until they basically consume you from within and then hatch.
I have an idea. Misfit, do you have any fire?
In a swamp.
And how many are
Does
there?
that negate our stealth checks?
I assume, Dustin, you're wearing your full armor, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, but I'm not getting close yet.
Oh yeah, then yeah. The only person would be anyone with heavier armor. So I don't think anyone else has that, correct?
Nope.
Yeah. So then that would be it. So let me just move one quick thing. I'm just moving something into the combat tracker.
Combat
Just in
tracker,
case.
yes.
I had to fix an ability before I moved it over. Not that we'll need it or anything.
Yeah, Lou is sneaking past.
There we go. Okay. So, Lou, you just very quietly start proceeding forward. First day's leader, you got this.
Mhm.
Perfect example. Not a peep. And then Misfit comes by.
You mean Serena?
Nope. You hear Misfit kind of like making suction cup sounds as he walks through the mud. From behind Serena, you just kind of look at Misfit like he's gonna give away. And as you think position, you fall face first in the mud.
Oh,
It's not deep mud,
Mm,
but it is mud. At this point,
Pick
the
yourself up and glance over the insects.
one of the mosquitoes kind of flies off the tree and just starts hovering back and forth between another nearby tree. Startled by your appearance, but it doesn't seem to be at least flying in your direction yet.
Did I have any knowledge
To
of
try
any
and
kind of
quietly,
medicinal plant that would like maybe be a bane to them? Like I was saying, like citronella is to mosquitoes.
Not that you could remember offhand specifically. You more know what they kind of are. You do know they aren't very beefy creatures. You could probably dispatch them fairly easy. You would just want to make sure that you dispatch them before they inject you with eggs. Because no one wants to go to the doctor for that.
Most creatures, especially insects, are loath to smoke. Perhaps we could. Are they up or downwind from us? I would assume upwind since they haven't smelled us.
It's hard to say. There's not actually a lot of wind currently.
Serena tries to quietly pick herself up, rather annoyed, but keeping a close eye on the insects. She attempts to catch up to the others.
all right. We should follow Marius. Come on.
I will do my
I don't have a
best.
torch on me, but if you do,
No, I do not have any torches. I've got a scholar's pack.
well, we'll deal with it when the time comes.
All right, so how many torches did we have?
I've got a torch.
All right, as the flies see the light approach, and you see them fly in your direction.
Yep.
Oh, no, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
All right. Can I get a spell ready?
Sure, what are you wanting to cast?
Oh, fuck. I don't like. Are they all flying towards Misfit?
They're all kind of flying, so anyone who's holding a lit torch, they're kind of flying in that direction now. However, if you're
Uh,
closer, they're probably flying towards you more than likely first, yeah.
Are they heading in my direction or are they heading in a different direction?
You have a torch as well?
Oh,
No, yeah, they're heading towards the light.
Can I check the torch at them? If I see them coming?
Sure. How far do you want to wait?
I think the moment they start going in his direction.
Yeah, I mean, the moment they start coming at me, I'm like, oh, this is the opposite of what I wanted.
Do you want to throw it at them?
Just past them.
All right, roll an athletics check.
Uh-oh.
Seven.
So kind of
You throw it, and it hits a tree that's like 4 feet away from you. And it
Serene
just
is also gonna
falls into the mud. It goes out.
Serene is also gonna ready a spell just in case they get within 10 feet of her. Just gonna back up a bit.
All right, they're still kind of hovering over towards you, though, Misfit.
At this point, would I have caught up to where they are?
If they're not moving, yeah, you would eventually see.
Well, are we gonna wait for them to make a move, or are we gonna keep going? Commander.
I think I'm further up.
Run!
I mean, if Misfit starts running, I'm gonna cast a Ray of Frost.
As you go to cast, I need you to roll a perception check.
I sent you a message.
I know.
Perception. No, this is fine.
So, Misfit, as your torch kind of hits the ground, the fire goes out, and then this small little dancing flame, like a tiny little dancing fire body, just starts dancing around. About the size of your torch fire.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
However, the mosquito seeing this light. Their group roll is a nat 1. They just start and they just start hovering around it as you kind of move off towards the side.
We should go.
Okay.
Let's take advantage of this and go.
Yep, let's run.
Good job, Misfit.
Let's get out of here. Do you know want some help, Marius?
Please.
Okay.
All right. So
I will. Do you want to be carried, or do you just want to be like shouldered?
I hate to be a bother, but we need to move quickly. You could probably help me carry me faster than I can move. I'm sorry.
All right, hop on, piggyback.
I'll do my best to hold on to him.
all right. So you guys start heading south to get as far away from these things as possible. Dustin, as you're coming back holding Marius, you watch as a black raven flies and kind of like not dive bombs you, but just kind of flies and kind of skims over you a little bit, flying ahead and up out of the canopy.
Can I make a perception check to get some more detail on this raven?
Sure.
My goal with that is, does it look more like the hag raven, or does it look more like the goblin waterfall raven. That was what I was wanting to go for.
The hag ravens are much bigger. They're not actual ravens. They're like very large birds. This is
Okay.
more the raven like you would have seen at the goblin tunnel from what you could see.
Another thief on our hands. Great. Great,
I
great,
mean-
great.
We're headed to Draymond. Draymond.
A Draymond?
Yeah, I can't even say anything now. All of my people are back in Florida. Somewhere Nathaniel's waking up. Guys?
Oh, no. Didn't Nathaniel actually force himself on with us? He was like the only one who did.
Did he? I don't
Yes,
recall.
yes, I remember that at the end of last session. Like, we were like, "Are you sure you want to come with us? It's only going to get worse." And he was like, "No, I follow my comrades to the end." Oh,
If
and we're
you
like,
say it
"All
happened,
right."
I'll believe you.
That's exactly what I remember happening.
Done.
We brought Daniel, but not my uncle.
No, Daniel brought himself. Is what happened. He is a
Oh, yeah.
leech,
Okay.
and we can't get rid of him.
Your uncle is just apparently
No.
lacking the initiative.
Instead, somewhere Dirge kind of wakes up. Oh, those pastries were great.
Guys?
Guys? Guys? Oh, no.
Yeah. Be right back.
He slaps his hands to his cheeks. I made my family disappear.
I made my family disappear. So you do have Daniel Derryweather with you. All right, so you proceed forward down the path for probably another hour before you actually come upon a larger grouping of these homes that you'd seen kind of scattered throughout. However, as you're getting towards probably like approaching the dusk hour, would typically people would have more light sources coming out at this point. You see none, and it's fairly dark in the swamp.
Serena's probably wiped as much of the mud off as she can.
Here, let me take care of that. I'll get some more of the mud off.
Back.
Thank you.
What do you guys do?
Does it look abandoned? Are there
Roll a
people?
perception check.
Okay.
I'll give you one as well.
All right, so Serena, you kind of look around and you guys don't see anyone about currently.
That's foreboding.
Mhm.
Is this a
I was
village,
waiting.
a city, or what?
Yeah.
It's
The
like a
settlers?
little grouping of houses. It's kind of like a small village. They kind of dot the main pathways of the swamp where the land is stable enough to kind of build on.
It's a small
Um,
area. It's not like a large settlement.
Correct. So there's probably like maybe 15, 20 total homes. They kind of are on both sides of the road. And all dark with like one central
Yes.
area.
Well,
I guess this warrants an investigation.
do we have time to spare to investigate
Do
this?
we have time?
We have to get to the city and then in 2 days find a criminal who the guards haven't been able to find. That's going to take considerable effort.
Plus, we need to find a boat.
hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, one, this could give us some leads. Two, we might be avoiding an ambush if we do. We don't have to take our time, but a quick look around, see what happened to everyone.
All right. Well, fair point. I guess if there's fire damage on any of the buildings, that could give us insight on this burning lady.
These you don't see any type of fire damage. However, Serena, because you did roll decently high, you hear a sound. You can't quite place the direction, but it sounds like it's like a repetitive sound almost. It's hard to make out what it is.
Kind of like repetitive ringing, or
Not like a ringing, more like a crunching.
does it seem to be at a constant rhythm, or does it seem to be a bit more sporadic?
Not to a specific rhythm, but it seems to be on a pace, more or less. Every so often it stops for a second,
Somebody
and then
having
you
a
hear it
snack?
again.
Bones.
Sounds an awful lot like something having a snack, potentially, yeah.
You hear that?
The time limit.
No.
It sounds like something's crunching something. Who knows? Maybe it's a troll.
Commander.
I've never seen any swamp animals before, except for Dustin.
Excuse me?
Misfit, that was rude.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Insight check. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Do y'all smell something also? Maybe some sulfur or something? Is that
Can we? Nah, I smell swamp.
I'll take a whiff.
That'd be perception, wouldn't it?
I won't make you for this one, Misfit, because you do have a strong nose. I need you to roll a history check for me. As you
Ooh, I'm
partake
great at
in the
those.
nearby smells. You're not 100% sure what sulfur is, but it does smell like someone farted.
It's kind of stinky.
Well, this is the only way we have to go, so
you should be aware that's
onward.
while there are natural sources of such in a swamp, that also, from studies I've heard, is precursors to demons or devils being around.
It could be a demon. Well, that is something I would not want to leave in this area, even though we have obligations elsewhere.
Agreed.
Should we check it out?
Are we going loud or quiet?
We're going by then. Let's try and be quiet.
I will stand right here.
You look about. Where do you guys want to go check out?
Munching sounds?
Oof.
In the distance, a little bit to your north, you hear a cawing of a bird too.
Does it sound like a raven?
Awful lot like one.
You know, after getting out of the forest, I never thought birds would be the thing I hate the most out here.
You take that back.
Come on.
Well, that just started all of a sudden.
Don't
Perhaps
worry,
it's
Bruce. He didn't mean it.
whatever is here is near that area causing the ruckus.
Maybe.
Alright, yeah, let's.
But we're never going to find anything. We're still standing here.
Just yell really loud if something tries to hurt you. Because I am not moving.
I can do that.
Why don't you come along and me try and hurt you?
At this point, Nathaniel is like, "What should I do?"
Stand by me.
Christ!
Oh,
Where did you
hey,
come
boss.
from?
Were you here the whole time?
Yeah, no, I was in the back.
You have been super quiet. Good job.
Thanks, everybody.
It's like you
Keep-
disappeared.
He's like, "Look," and he rolls up his sleeve, and you see he's like
No.
drawn on
Okay.
a shoddy-looking Tipsy Fox tattoo.
Oh, that's
What do you
great.
think? I know it's not real, but you know, since we're just traveling around together, you know, in case I gotta act tough. Looks nothing like the tattoo, but he tried.
Why is it holding a wine glass?
Oh, I always preferred wine over beer. It's nothing personal. Your design, not too bad, but it does have room for improvement.
I don't know when you got Khan to put that on you, but welcome to the team.
It's like, thanks.
I just put an arm around his shoulder, like, pat him.
He does look happy about it. So what do I do?
Try staying next to get Dustin's back.
All right.
Do you smell that smell?
He just goes and he stands behind Dustin.
The smell smells.
I'm going to be watching your back, sir.
Good. And don't play anything yet.
Oh, I won't.
All right,
All right.
sneaky guys, do your thing.
Yeah, I try to be sneaky.
Mm-hmm. And we'll sneak up to the villa. Or into the villa.
All right. So you do sneak forward. As you kind of approach, you don't see anything, but you do see something on the ground.
Alright. What do we
What does it
see?
appear to be? Charles.
You don't have to investigate. I can tell you what it was.
Alright.
It looks like what's left of a eaten human.
How far was the Raven's call from here?
It was somewhere from this direction. You kind of slowly moved over here and then saw the body. But you also don't hear the call anymore. Nice.
We're kind of like in the center of the town.
No, you're like behind. There's like two houses in front of you. You're behind the second house.
Okay. She'll gesture over to the. Are the houses like across the road from each other, or?
No, it was just like there
Are they
was
on the
a
same
house
side?
kind of on the road, and then there was a house set further back.
Okay. Are there any visible windows?
Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm. She'll go ahead and establish a connection to Lou here as well. What is it, Lou?
But we still gonna continue through here with just the two of us?
Well, everyone was supposed to be here, but we're just taking a look and we gotta go through here. One way or another.
I could do that.
You wander out into a bog on your own, well, or you wander out into a bog and that's how a lot of people end up dead.
All right. Do I
Stick
have
to
to
the solid ground.
actively try and communicate with you, or do you get just thoughts?
It doesn't just innately grant surface thoughts, so
Yes, but what if he talks to himself in his?
I think it.
I
What is
leave
it?
that up to you.
Thoughts of?
It doesn't pick up thoughts, it's just two-way communication.
Oh, okay, it's different spell. Okay. As you guys see the body, both of you just roll quick perception checks for me.
It's good.
Lou, we'll say that you're kind of checking out the body more closely, being the leader and all. And obviously Serena being with you kind of stands back. As you guys sit there, you're like investigating the body, and then Serena, you hear a loud caw from behind you, and you see a large raven kind of sitting on the roof over the door. And on the door, you see like some sort of symbol that is currently glowing on it.
Or Lou.
Kind of ruffles its
Lou?
feathers.
I think
Can-
I found the raven.
Can we all see the symbol, or
If you guys approach, I think, did everyone catch up to that?
I said I wasn't moving, so I'm
Yeah, I
not
think
moving.
everyone's hanging back other than the two of them
I
at
didn't
the
know if it was
moment.
close enough for us to see.
They could signal you, potentially.
Serena will kind of back up and tap Lou on the shoulder and point toward the symbol on the raven.
Oh yeah, when the caw happened, he jumped too. So very easy.
I look over there. Is it similar to the symbol Serena has?
Not specifically, but go ahead and roll roll an Arcana check for you.
And Serena be able to roll one as well, or is it one
I'm
she's
gonna
getting familiar
spend a
with?
sorcery point to
For
re-roll that.
you- Let's see, what
That's
would
not the
be
right
for-
roll, thankfully.
I just got dumber.
Caught
Roll a
the blood
history check,
vessel.
Serena.
I rolled the wrong dice, thankfully.
15.
It's actually a symbol utilized in kind of shared workings. It's not like specific to one language. It is a symbol that represents demons.
So, what does my 14 Arcana get?
You have no idea.
It means welcome.
Fair.
It is magical though. The it looks like a spell placed this rune here.
That symbol means demons.
Well, there was the smell of sulfur, and we just found that and point over to what they were looking at.
Misfit did smell the fart.
You should
Yeah.
probably not
Hello,
be
Mars.
here.
Do what?
Not be here. We should probably go.
Is Dustin a paladin?
I
That's
am.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Your kind can sense such things, can't they?
I'm not over there. You're gonna have to bring me.
Oh, I thought they called us all over there.
I wasn't gonna stop you from wandering over there if you wanted to, but as far as I know, they were still talking with themselves.
Okay, my misunderstanding. I thought they called us all over to look at it.
Oh no.
Oh, don't worry.
Anyway,
Do other houses have that symbol
is
on
that
it?
symbol?
Other houses, you don't. They're not like super close together necessarily. You just see it on this door.
Is that symbol most commonly associated with a warning or a ward?
It's not a ward. It's just symbolic that means demon.
Okay.
Kind of like a bottle label. This bottle contains demon. Got to keep OSHA happy.
Mhm.
And you said the raven was large? How large is the raven?
I mean, ravens are fairly large to begin with.
Mhm.
Okay. Well then,
Well, what?
that's the plan.
The one
Some
who
form
takes
of
the more
man-eating
dice he
demon
rolls.
just inside.
Sir Dustin, there appears to be a symbol marking this house with as a demon or demonic activity. Do you want to check it?
Let's go check.
I'm not rolling anything to you. I was rolling stats for Nathaniel.
You didn't even have a sheet. You gave us a guy without a sheet.
You picked up just a random news dude.
Yeah. We didn't expect for him to be such a leech.
I have bard tokens, but I figured if he's gonna stick around for a while, he might as well at least have his own.
It's like that
Alright.
one meme. It's like the DM's carefully constructed NPC, and it like shows the group ignoring them. Then it's like random goblin child, and they like, oh, we have to adopt him and all this stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh, too soon for the random goblin child.
we
Oh,
tried to
okay.
kick him out.
We tried that too.
We tried to kick Daniel out, but he said no. I'm sticking with you all.
Yeah, he did. I even said, it's dangerous. Are you sure? And he said, yes, of course I am. And I'm like, all right, buddy.
All right, Nathaniel, it's time for you to leave. No,
So,
I say.
Lou, are you and Marius bringing me over to the house at this point, or are you still standing at the doorway, not doing anything?
Oh, Blue went to go check it out. Marius went back to talk to you.
Okay, yeah, I would have followed Marius at that point. And
Misfit
really-
is currently in the ether
somewhere, I don't know what you're up to, dude.
I mean,
Catch
what,
my thoughts.
you're fighting. You're going to fight a demon. Are you really going to be stealthy about it?
No. Like, as soon as I get pulled away, Nathaniel will also come with me. He's watching my back. He has to.
I mean, he can watch you back. He can watch your back as you walk away from him.
I mean, never
Yeah.
really.
I watched them stab you in the back.
Yeah. Memory's a bit hazy on how to do this, but I'll give it a try, and I'll use a divine sense.
All right. So you focus your divine sense. You definitely pick something up
Within 60 feet?
inside this house.
Oh,
Mhm.
You detect one presence, and it is demonic.
Upstairs, downstairs, where is it?
It is just a single room domicile.
It's a swamp. There's no downstairs.
Well, no, in the house. It's inside the
Kind of
building. Right?
No, it's just like a single room house.
So there's just something in there. Okay,
Mhm.
is it celestial fiend or undead?
It is a fiend.
Okay. How specific is it with the location? Is I guess what I want to know.
I think it's
Like, is it like pinpoint within 60 feet?
near the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
Oh, so it could be behind cover.
The type, celestial fiend or undead,
Yeah.
of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. The vampire Count Strahd von Zorvach, for instance. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated,
All right.
as with the hollows.
So it's definitely an entity. It's not just a spell.
Are we going in or not?
I just want to know more before I make my choice of how I'm going to go in, because I'm going
It
in.
is definitely a fiendish entity.
Okay. I would like to, before walking in the door, put my hand on Sharina's shoulder and cast Protect from Good and Evil on her.
Oh wait, yeah, no. Good idea there. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on her.
And then I am going to pull out the Moonlight short sword, and create my little flashlight, and immediately charge towards where I sense the entity.
All right, so you charge into the room. Roll an athletics check.
Great.
Yeah, I will follow suit.
All right, so you bust down the door. Room looks empty. You don't see
So
anything.
do I have to do another ping?
Does it say it lasts, or is it just a singular ping?
It's instantaneous.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a time limit on it though.
I think it's just a singular.
No, it's just instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
an effect ever says it's instantaneous, then it doesn't have a duration.
I'll do it
It's
one
just
more
a
time
one
then.
ping.
All right, as you do that, you sense that it is kind of on the opposite side of one of the beds, like kind of laying underneath it almost.
All right, I'm gonna point Lou to go to like the other end of the room from the bed,
I'll do so.
and
This
then
is
I'll grab like the bed frame and I'll just yank it back.
I'm gonna block the doorway.
As you yank back the bed frame, you see a farmer laying on the ground, unconscious.
Ooh, hey, another opportunity to use something that like you never see. I'm going to detect poison and disease.
You go to detect it, you don't sense any poisons or disease.
Gosh dang.
They do appear to be breathing, and they are also female.
But how hard is it to change your appearance with illusion magic? I feel it's kind of easy.
You don't trust anything these days like curse you magic. Would you like to do an investigation and squish the face?
I would I would probably motion to Lou and be like, "This has to be a trick. Is there magic here?" And ask him to do like an Arcana check.
What time of day is this?
It is getting into the nighttime hours because it was. I mean, it's darker because we're in a lot of tree cover or swamp cover. At least in this part, it's starting to get dark. Actually,
Someone have a torch. Starting to get dark.
I'll check her over.
just light up your torches. You investigate. Doesn't appear to be an illusion. You could touch and move and.
Oh, does she not wake up even when touched?
She kind of looks like feverish a little bit, but she had no diseases or poison.
Check her teeth.
Lou is slightly uncomfortable, but he will.
Well, if you're uncomfortable, I'll go up and just do it myself.
No, you're wearing gauntlets.
What have y'all found in there?
Woman who is a demon. As far as I know.
No proof of that.
Are they alive?
They're breathing.
You check the mouth?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Hold on 1 second. As you check the mouth, how well do you check it?
I'm
first,
checking the canines, really.
You checking oil, or are we like checking all the teeth?
If Lou isn't going to be thorough, I would like open it all the way.
Like I'm
afterwards.
basically moving the lips to check the teeth.
I mean, the teeth are
Well,
there.
they do.
They're not perfect, but they're also kind of covered in blood currently. Individual also doesn't look in very good shape.
Has the chewing sound stopped?
The chewing sound has stopped. You're assuming whatever was chewing on that chewing sound was probably the body you found.
Mm-hmm.
Serena's gonna take a peek in, and that's investigating her. She's gonna try and read her mind.
You go to read her mind.
Right now, she's just going for surface thoughts.
Doesn't appear to have any at the current moment.
I'll pull out a healer's kit, not use it yet.
I want to lean down and open the mouth all the way open. Covered in blood. Covered in blood. There's a bloody body on the floor. I think this girl was eating people.
I mean, you're not wrong to think that, because I think that too, but I don't want to jump to a conclusion.
We got to jump to conclusions to be proven wrong.
So you have
start, she'll start prying a bit, looking for the most recent memories. She gets a DC 14 Wisdom save.
One second.
And then Dustin is full opening the mouth.
Shoving some fingers in, maybe.
You said wisdom?
Yep.
Of course, you give me wisdom. That is a fail.
All right. She'll start pulling up the most recent memories.
How far back does it go?
As far back as she can remember. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of a certain creature. You can focus your mind on any one creature. Okay. Usually learn surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on the mind at the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target makes a wisdom save. If it fails, You gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in the target's mind. Okay, so I guess it's not specific thoughts, huh? Such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
It seems to be sitting patiently. Waiting for you guys to leave.
Serena will telepathically let Lou know. She's waiting for us to...
Yeah.
At this point, I'm shoving fingers in her mouth at this point.
How far do you want to shove them down?
Until I get a gag reflex.
You shove, like, you're trying to shove in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
See if, like, there's anything stuck in there, like...
You, like, look to see. The pathway's clear.
Mm-hmm.
It is bloody, though, but that's about it.
Okay. Are you going to tell me anything, Lou?
Or does the arm go further?
Nothing? I can do my next thing.
Oh, I suppose I should also clarify. No. If the creature has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language, it is unaffected. Does it have an intelligence of 3 or lower?
No. It does not. You're okay.
Forgot to mention that part. So.
Alright, I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna flip the body over onto their back. Because Lou has not told me anything yet. And I'm going to pull out some of my 200 feet of rope and start restraining the person.
As you turn them over onto their back, you watch as their eyes just kind of open up.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them, like half it opens up at you.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
Her eye is red, like a dark red.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like sits there and looks at you.
Finally awake, pest. I don't know.
Why are you tying the lady up?
It's a demon. It's not a lady.
Looks at you.
Who
are you? I need you to roll a wisdom save for me.
Ooh.
Sweet.
It was DC 14.
I know. And I saw the 17.
This is the most beautiful woman you have ever seen.
Oh, no.
You have to protect her at all costs and make sure she gets out of here safely.
Do you not have your paladin buffs yet?
That's level 6, yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know the rules for charms, so this is going to be fun. I am good. Okay, fine. I immediately cast Bless on her.
That only lasts a minute.
Yeah. But
I can make a joke here, but I won't.
Gesundheit.
I mean, Lou, Serena did tell you that this lady is waiting for us to leave.
Would that be like a bane since it's a demon?
So as she's charming our paladin friend, what's crossing her mind?
You sense more like the urgency of wanting to get out of this current situation and leave.
Okay. Well, she'll relay that to Lou. She seems panicked. Telepathically.
Okay. Everything will be all right.
I'm helping her to her feet at this point.
Mm-hmm. She finds her feet okay. Got like mid-length black hair.
Arched eyebrow. She's looking towards the two.
Looking towards which two?
Did you You two. So, is she possessed? Is she the demon?
Don't you dare call her that.
Did you say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Demons here? No.
Okay.
The man is like, there's the demon, not this beautiful creature. I was mistaken.
I will say to Serena, yeah, probably telepathically. Based on that response, highly likely.
Oh,
Is anyone stopping me from getting out the doorway?
Hold up,
I'm
Dustin.
standing in the doorway.
Are you
So,
going to
yeah.
stop me from walking past you?
Yeah.
Dustin, it's getting quite late. We might want to hold up.
I'm going to
Right.
shove your shoulder.
He's kind of leading her towards the door to take her out of the room.
Nope.
And he
We
just
gotta stay in here.
Step
Dustin.
aside. I'm not in the mood for arguing with children today.
Dustin.
Do I know what's going on
Is
from
everything okay?
outside?
you?
Roll roll an insight check real quick.
Everyone as well here.
You guys, so Serena, you're really confused as to like what is going on here. Like he was just leading the crusade on this and now he's escorting her out the door. Marius, you see him leading this woman out the door.
Trying Misfit's still blocking me.
Yeah. You see him kind of out there, but you see this woman kind of standing behind him as well. But yeah, you do notice, because you kind of pick up on the conversation as he's going to exit. You were there when he cast the original spell. It's like, the demon's in there, and now he's trying to walk out.
So,
Say,
they're Dustin. It's
with the only thing else.
It's getting
Yes.
dark, and this is a dangerous swamp. It would probably be best to stay here for protection. You wouldn't want your friend to get hurt, would you?
Yeah, and she was quite feverish. We have some healing supplies we could help her.
No, she's going outside. Now, are you going to move, or am I going to move you?
You said there was a demon in here, and she was the only thing in here.
What are you?
Serena
Demon
is going
here.
to attempt to use calm emotions on
Has no effect.
Dustin.
Ooh.
Even though it can suppress a charm?
It is not a typical charm.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Misfit, I'm going to athletics you to move you out of the way unless you punch me in the face.
She's
now,
also kind of cowering
it is
and
not
I
acting like
you.
semi-scared. Ow.
I'm going to put my hands on the woman's shoulders and say,
are you
here
touching
comes
her?
Yes.
I want to roll an unarmed attack on you.
Hey, you were busy with Misfit at the time.
That's true. Just know it's coming.
Here,
So you're going to put a hand on her?
Yes.
Sure. Are you trying to grapple or?
No, just to kind of like gently put my hand on her and like you get her away from the violence that's happening right now, quote unquote.
Sure.
If you want me to roll deception, I can.
Roll a deception check.
I have ulterior motives, so that
Since you're not trying to physically kind of pull her away, just more lead her at the moment.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's probably not good enough for what she probably is.
That's not too bad. She kind of like, as you put your hand on her shoulder, she kind of cowers a little bit. Please don't hurt me.
I
won't hurt anyone.
How do I roll to hit on Lou? Do I just roll it flat in the box?
Yeah, not roll your attack against me.
Does a 15 hit?
Just.
Okay, 3 bludgeoning.
Can you stop him, please?
This charm is immune to things like common emotions.
It's
Yes.
something I cannot tell you at this moment.
It appeared to be, yes.
But yes, it appears to have no effect on this spell or ability.
I'm not intending to be violent. Ow.
Don't touch her. You don't deserve to touch her.
Dustin, you're being weird.
I'm assuming I get no additional saves from this as well.
Misfit?
Can someone cast a protection on him of some kind?
Misfit? No, that's what he does. You want to go wrestle Dustin for a sec?
Uh-huh. I tackle him.
Athletics, again. I guess. I sidestep you.
Ma'am, undo what you did, or this is probably going to get violent.
I draw my sword again.
Roll a D100 real quick.
Who, me?
No, Dustin.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I just bit
Dustin,
my teeth at him.
You kind of not sure what's going on, why your friends are trying to harm this woman. You hold her hand trying to figure out what to do, and you just kind of, your overwhelming concern. Purple smoke. You appear probably about 75 feet away outside. You can still kind of see the building from there.
With the woman,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell her to run away. I will hold them off and stand my ground while she runs away.
As you do, she just kind of like rushes up to you and like gives you a big hug and just kisses you right on the lips.
Oh, no.
And then runs away. Well, where the lips would be.
Okay.
It's Spider-Man technical difficulties.
Yeah.
The general intent's there. It just runs off through the swamp. So you guys, you see him, you see the look of panic in his face, and then they disappear. What are you guys doing?
Do we see him outside?
Who is currently out the door?
Like Serena and Maurice.
I would. Oh God.
You need to stop.
Serena doesn't see. She's looking inside.
Serena's looking the wrong way. I would say because I think Marius is still outside. Marius, you'd see like this other purple. Oh, actually, no, you don't have night vision, huh? You're limited to torchlight, right?
Yep.
Let's see. What's the distance?
I would be holding the giant glow stick at this point when I go outside too.
Yeah. So you don't see anything immediately, but then you kind of see off in the distance like this glow.
Do I see them?
You don't see them, but you kind of like look over there and you see him, and he's holding his glow stick sword. Zzz.
Well, we don't have time for this. Did we just let the demon run off?
Oh. That depends. Do you want her to eat more people?
No, but No. Let's go.
Step aside to let him out.
We'll walk over to Dustin.
I'm holding my ground.
Now, I really wish I had non-lethal magic.
Dude, just hit me. Hit me
Wrestling
real
isn't
hard.
fun when you're being dumb.
All right, Dustin, let's get going. I'll just kind of pat him on the chest.
I'm gonna push you back.
All right,
I'm
gonna
like-
be that
Yeah, I'm in.
that way, huh?
I haven't been told I'm not charmed, so I'm just gonna keep acting that way. Yep.
Well, if she's not being threatened, does that mean you're still aggressive towards us?
I believe there's more to it.
I think I'm making up my own rules at this point.
I'm just letting him go with it at this point too.
Yeah.
It all falls well within the ability. But
Can I see which way she might have gone through, like, footsteps?
sure, roll a survival check.
Can I look as
I've
well?
definitely not been keeping track of her position.
My rolls tonight.
You do see some muddy footprints that look like they're kind of going at a running pace, straight behind him.
All right. Sorry about this, Dustin. Misty step.
Oh,
Ooh.
magic again.
Oh man.
Always getting you.
Yep.
All right,
I'm just going past you and going after her.
60 feet?
Sadly, no. I think it's 30.
30? Okay,
Right.
so you watch he just disappears from in front of you and he just starts running.
I'll give you an extra movement round because I would be confused. I haven't seen you Misty Step before.
No, that happened in the tournament arc.
So by the time I notice him, he'd probably be 60 feet ahead of me, and I would just start running after him. Unless Misfit, you're doing something.
I would love to do something. I'm gonna wild shape.
What do you wild shape into?
Ta-da.
Giant frog. Giant frog.
Lou
No.
will hear in his mind as he's running as well. I'll try and keep him here.
Mhm.
I become more bounder. Go fast.
All right, so you start leaping and bounding and running like a moorbounder.
Serena is going to use a illusion on Dustin here.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to make a DC 14 intelligence.
Natural 20.
Ooh, yay!
Hey, look, someone failed an intelligence save.
Okay. You turn around to see as Lou is bolting it off to see farmer woman down on the ground behind you.
Okay, yeah, that would mess with me. I'd run over to that instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up to Lou and pick him up and just try and
All right.
follow wherever he's
How far
pointing
does the
towards.
warpounder?
70-foot movement speed.
Yeah, faster than me.
It'd be funny if you were still half bald and more bounder form.
I haven't grown the hair back yet.
70, 5, 10, 15, 20.
And you're withholding the damage from him, I assume?
Yeah,
Or you
it's not actively hurting her. It's not actively hurting him. She's just sitting there keeping him occupied for the next 2 minutes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I buy into it wholeheartedly.
All right,
No problem.
so Lou and Misfit, you are running. Misfit, roll a perception check with advantage for your scent.
So moorbounders don't actually have it listed that they have
Oh,
advantage
that's
for
right. You're
scent.
not your wolf. So yeah, you just just sniff.
Got,
Do I
like,
want to give
short
you
little
guild
pug
advantage?
I won't turn down guild
Annabelle,
advantage.
if it's relevant, assuming she was going 60 feet around, I've kept track of relative positions.
I'm gonna give Misfit guild advantage for this one.
Cool.
I really should have a button for that so I don't forget, but may have needed it. 9, 10.
Eh.
Did you get a big fat hen?
All right, so
I'm gonna refill my drinks. I'll be right back.
Okay.
you sniff. It's definitely up here, but it's really stinky again.
Yeah, this lady smells like farts.
And then you hear up ahead, caw, caw. Further ahead of you.
I chase the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say follow the bird. Hopefully.
I make some rumbly moorbounder noises in appreciation.
Second.
I'm assuming there's no official map.
Not yet, no.
Alright. Let's hope that she's let's fucking attack no in its circles. Now you show
Their
up.
houses. I just returned.
I don't even know where my character is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's keep going. Keep going, Misfit. Do I see her?
As you approach further, you see a darkened form kind of lurching on the ground up ahead. Just kind of staring back with the red eyes.
I'll stop maybe 30 feet from it.
This could have been slightly more civil.
Oh, we
we lost
lost
techno.
Oh well.
As you say that, Lou, you see two big sets of black wings come out from behind it and flap. And it just stands up. It's much bigger than you thought it was. It's probably about 10 feet
10 feet tall?
tall. Mm-hmm. It's no longer a human female. It is a full demon of some sort.
Oh, fuck you.
Right row.
I'm going to get my javelin ready.
And it just flies straight up.
Up, up.
Mm-hmm.
Does this winged creature look familiar?
No.
Okay, good.
No, believe me, if it were that one creature, you'd have much bigger problems.
Did it look like any of the ones we saw flying earlier? Or were they too
A
far
little
away?
bit bigger. That big swarm, they look like much smaller ones. This one is bigger than those, but it does look similar in some regards.
Does it look like it wants is it fleeing or getting a better advantage?
At the moment, it's just flying straight up, so hard to tell.
I have no way of stopping it from leaving.
Misfit does.
Yep. Misfit is a moorbounder.
You can still use magic and wild shape, right?
No.
No.
You
Misfit
can
did not
maintain
prepare
concentration. Later on, I think you can, but much, much later.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like 17th level.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
20th level druids are broken now.
Infinite wild shapes.
I will wild shape forever.
Good luck killing me.
Mhm.
Yup.
It's like, oh, you got rid of all my hit points? Good job. I'm going to turn into something else.
Do it again.
Oh, I'm
The
going to
only
turn into an
reason
earth
why
elemental.
I was hesitating on taking those levels of Barbarian at first was because I would miss out on the 20th level Druid stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get there.
What
I'm
are you
gonna
doing,
back up
Commander?
for now.
You have an evil in front of you.
Yep.
Hey, no one ever said it's our job to kill evil. Only if it tries to kill us.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do watch. She flies up about 200 feet until she kind of goes out of range of your dark vision.
Analysis paralysis.
Yeah, not much I can do if I can't see her.
After a small period of time, Dustin, you feel completely heartbroken.
Oh,
This light has just departed your life, and you don't know where it went, and you're just crushed.
mm-hmm.
I'll start trudging
After
back towards the others.
the illusion fades after 2 minutes, you just sit there defeated.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't get eaten.
It's true.
You guys return back to the where the house was, or where everyone else was.
Or everyone else was.
All right, so you guys kind of go back over towards where all the homes were.
Does Dustin give any visible reaction?
I'd be crying, sure.
Sorry, I'll step forward and kind of pat you on the shoulder.
At
Alright.
least she's safe. Doesn't matter what happens to me, they're safe.
Dustin,
Hmm?
do you remember why we're here?
No.
Uh,
What's your name again?
Just gonna give you a quick insight on that one.
He's forgetting
Yes,
everything.
Yes, I do not remember who you are. As I say that, I'll start patting around my waist, looking for something.
she got away.
At least she got away. And I'll pull out a piece of paper and start looking at it. And then I'll, okay.
I'm gonna smack Dustin with my hand. And then...
Donk.
Yeah,
So as you deal the 1 point of damage, he kind of snaps out of it.
Ugh.
You now realize at this point there's like a bloody kiss mark on the front of his helmet. It looks like he has a little mouth. It's quite hilarious.
You know what? He doesn't like when we clean him, so he can have that.
Oddly enough, while your free will's back, you remember her fondly.
I'm assuming a succubus.
Nah.
I don't know. D&D has too many demons.
Too many
Beautiful woman.
shape-shifting demons.
Maybe she'll come back someday. You never know.
Dustin, I just start grumbling at you very loudly, just chattering. I sound quite annoyed.
Do you remember why we went to that house, Dustin?
House?
Oh boy.
Hey,
You sure you don't want this, Serena?
as you said, I'll look back down at my paper and I'll like look at you, Lou, and go, Lou.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll look at you, Serena. I'll look down at the paper and look back up at you, Serena.
Okay, I'm curious. Can I look at the? Can I try and get a peek at?
I'll let you have it. Just take it.
Oh, I'm just looking at it. If you hand it to me, I'll look at it.
No, I'm not handing it to you. You have to take it from me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna look at it while you're looking at it.
On it has everyone's names with a brief description of what they look like.
Oh boy. And I'm just going to openly say this, and over telepathic communication, it's like, are you sure you don't want this, Serena?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
I don't want that.
The throbbing headache I have right now.
It's throbbing so much.
Consider that karma
You'll get over it. And
for all the times that you decided to.
Oh, do you have a headache? I'm sorry about that. I'm going to put a hand on your shoulder and use 5 points on lay on hands to try to get rid of your headache.
Oddly enough, it only makes the headache worse. You should feel better.
Sorry, what were you saying, Serena?
Oh,
Let's consider karma for all the times that you made me take the leadership position. As she looks over to Misfit.
You mean the one time you said it's not your not your job?
The other important detail I forgot to mention.
All the times that you ran away from your responsibilities.
Oh crap! This is to no one, but Lou just kind of puts his head and is like, "Oh great, she's part of the problem." Let's see. Did he say that out loud?
Ooh, you get a pick.
Not polarizing enough. One more time.
We need a more definitive answer. 8-Ball, come on.
Your indecision.
Try again.
Yes, he did say it out loud.
Oh.
Serena just kind of crosses her arms. What's that supposed to mean?
That wasn't supposed to be out loud.
He stated. You hear Nathaniel behind you.
You said it?
The other thing about the paper I forgot to mention is Misfit's name is not on there.
Joke's on you, I can't read.
Got a point.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think we want to stay here, or at least
you could probably continue on and make it there. Or you could get an abandoned house.
Yeah, let's get a non-demon abandoned house.
AFK minute, gotta take a puppy out.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to know what Misfit's grumbling about out loud.
Probably the fact that you were fighting people.
You may have been charmed by a demon or fiend.
Surely I wouldn't have done anything to Misfit. I love that guy.
The stern look kind of wavers for a moment.
You're the person who remembers.
It's okay, Misfit. Bad magic. Got him.
What? Wait, what? No. Magic?
Your former girlfriend's all magical.
You may have been put under a charm. No, I share your same sentiment with that one. But what I mean is you're part of the headache.
Why didn't anyone hit her?
We tried to. And then you punched Lou.
Twice.
So punch me back.
All right, I will keep that in mind next time.
Oh.
Nathaniel just continues writing down
Serena's
conversation.
Gonna gesture to. Serena's gonna kind of tap her lips while looking at Dustin and go, "You got something right there."
I'll scratch it. I pull my thumb back. It just looks like blood. It's just blood. It's just blood. What's new?
Oh, please, someone get him a mirror.
You might want to look at the front of your helmet.
I'll say someone has one for the sake of argument.
Then again,
actually, Nathaniel definitely has a mirror. 100%. Nathaniel pops out his pocket mirror. Here you go. And you see,
I'll take the mirror and I'll look into it.
You see a bloody kiss mark with a finger scratched through it on the front of your face mask.
You're not going to punch that one, are you?
What?
That mirror.
It's a mirror. Why would I?
You broke one.
I broke one?
Doesn't need 7 more years, but look.
Yeah. You spend 20 years in the Witchwood and tell me I don't have enough bad luck to last me the rest of the world. I'll give Nathan back his mirror and start just scratching at the mark. Okay. Maybe get some mud water, wash it off.
It doesn't take very long. You're able to get it off. So you guys gonna camp in the now abandoned little area here?
I don't like that idea, but if the commander says so, he says so.
This place is creepy.
I mean,
you do get a good look at the time you are here. You do find a couple more bodies laying around, or parts thereof.
No, I don't think staying here is a good idea. How late is it?
It's like 7:45, so it's dark, but it's not super late.
Should we make it by? We should make it to
You're not too far off. You probably make it there by like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, if we hurry up, we should be able to make it to the city. I don't think staying here is a good idea.
Yeah. How much food do we have left, by the way? Sorry, go, Serena.
She was just saying, yeah, let's keep going.
I have about 9 days of rations. Why?
Just feels like we never have to worry about it, is all.
I have 5 rations and 1 meatball.
And good berries.
Isn't that the name of your frog?
It is.
Do you want to yell at me as we walk, Misfit? Because I did.
Have you said sorry to Lou?
I didn't say sorry to Lou, and I called you a child.
Well, I mean, I am a child.
Okay. But no, I have not apologized to Lou yet, because he hasn't asked.
I mean, I don't think... You were charmed. Lou doesn't blame you for that.
I said sorry for calling you a swamp man, but you won't say sorry to Lou for punching him?
When did I punch him?
You punched him in the house.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're having fun with memory problems. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered clocking him. I mean, he deserves it, but like, I would have wanted to remember it.
Lou is actually laughing at that.
I mean, he went in there with me. I was adamant about something wrong being in there, and then it gets out. No one tried to stop anything.
I just like, as we're walking, I just try and recount over and over all the details of what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I punched you, and then you punched me, and then you punched Lou. And then I tried to tackle you, but then you got away.
I'll be writing this down.
And we're not staying.
How did I get away?
Nathaniel already read it back to you.
Yeah, but how did I get away, though? You guys were around me, right?
You just disappeared. I don't know.
That's not possible.
I think it was magic.
Don't say that to me.
That mean lady did magic to you without your permission.
That you can say to me.
Speaking of which, Dustin, what is your problem with magic?
Just messy. It's really messy. Feels like just got a problem? Oh, the answer? Magic. It's never concise. You know? I
Don't you use magic?
No. What are you talking about?
All your healing and such?
Healing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only people who use magic are, and I point to Serena first, and then I hesitate, and I change the finger so it's pointing at Lou. Yeah, no, I think it's just Lou.
Yeah,
what now?
Yeah, it's just Lou.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
About who
You're the only
magic
user here.
Lou looks at Serena, Dustin, Misfit, looks quizzically at Marius because staff, or more looks at Marius's staff. Like, yes. Looking at the entire party full of casters.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys have your conversation moving forward.
Yeah, what do you want to do, Serena?
I think you'll need to come to terms with you and your abilities.
Serena's in my head. She can hear the throbbing. I'm actively sending that.
No.
It's something to contemplate.
Oh, I do have magic. I forgot. I have mind powers now.
Oh my god.
I don't know why you're so insistent that I use magic. Just kind of.
Hey, Daniel, can I speak to you for?
Yes.
I'm gonna take him to the side. It's like, Daniel, if I snap, please kill me.
he like writes down in the book. Okay.
Good. Oh God.
He's like, perhaps we should find you a nice inn. You looked rather stressed, sir.
Oh, I'm fine.
Lou, are we there yet? Lou?
why don't I have non-damaging magic?
Honestly, I would
After-
for flavor, I would let you hit me. Just do it, please.
I already hit you.
Oh yeah, you did 1,000,000 mental damage with Misty Step. I forgot.
Emotional damage. There's a difference.
Yes.
Well, no, I physically punched you too, but you were wearing your armor and I'm a noodle.
Oh yeah, you are a noodle.
All right. So as you guys begin getting out of the more dense swamp, you do see the city of Draymond off in the distance, not too far. You see a considerable number of people. You probably pass like a few more of those houses on the way. Abandoned, but with no demons, thankfully. As you kind of get closer, you see a large crowd of people like currently outside the gate. There are many like makeshift camps and just like where people have set up to seek some sort of shelter. Um, and there is like a large number of guards like controlling the flow of people into the city and seemingly rejecting most of them at the moment. However, you do see a crowd of individuals that have gathered off to the right around some source of light.
Well, do we want to try and get in, or do we mingle with some people before we enter?
Mingle.
Are you okay?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep.
You guys
Alright,
go over to the other side.
I want to check out what the people gathered around are.
As you approach, it's kind of hard to move forward. There's kind of being so many people. Some sort of entertainment is currently going on. However, you do see a fiery object spin up into the air and then plummet back down.
Alright, now that
That's where I fell in as well.
that seems like a very fiery lady, maybe possibly.
Let's take a look.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear kind of like the kahooing and awing with the performance. As you kind of are trying to push closer, is anyone standing back?
It's magic. I don't want to be there.
I want to be there.
All right, so you guys kind of push in to go see. Dustin, as you're kind of in the back, I'm assuming probably Marius, you're probably in the back too, yeah?
As usual.
You watch as a small child comes up and gives you guys what appears to be some sort of paper flyer.
All right, I'll read it.
I'll send you a message. It's more fun that way.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Okay.
As Lou and those going forward kind of push their way into view, you see a fire juggler. A very familiar looking fire juggler. As it appears there's a circus performer giving a performance as you see these other children handing out flyers for the circus. You went the opposite way they did. You caught back up. It appears the circus is in town. The
Any of the
individual.
children, any of the children look familiar?
Not specifically, no. However, the individual that's juggling, you did recognize from the show that is let me double check to make sure I don't mess it up. Worm. The jester of the show.
Okay.
He does not seem to see you yet though. What do you guys do?
I'm just watching the show.
Serena's just kind of looking on, tired.
This is way too many problems to deal with in 3 to 2 days.
Do you want another problem?
Go for it. I have no say in this.
I'm gonna get bored and try to figure out why no one's getting inside.
I think it's safe to go inside. Who's the fire juggler?
Yes, you mirror them.
Lou will turn his head. I think his name was Werner, something like that.
He was with the circus that took had Penelope.
I think we should probably just not get involved in this.
I'd like a nice scene. Let's head inside.
Let's go.
All right, so Dustin's already like kind of gently made his way to the front to figure out what's going on. You see everyone kind of clustered together, Dustin. Apparently, no one's being permitted entrance. Do you wish to talk to the guards?
Sure, yeah, let's go for it.
Like, you just see them kind of like, all right, back in line, everyone in line. Have your paperwork out.
Oh,
I'm gonna feel around in my backpack full of papers and be like, oh no. All right, I'd probably go like, ooh, I don't
And
think
most
we have
people
that.
in the crowd are complaining because it seems like nobody has the proper papers.
Yeah, I'd start heading back to the crowd and I'd relay that to Lou. Like, no one can get in because paperwork.
what kind of paperwork?
Nobody has it. Couldn't ask.
All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna go up.
I hope you have a cunning plan to figure out a way to get in. They were.
Lou's gonna walk up looking like a man who had to deal with children for 4 hours walking.
You just kind of walk by a couple people, just step out of your way. You make your way up to the front.
What is this about paperwork and what kind of paperwork?
And he's just like, he must be like one of the newer guys. It's like, you'll have to stay in line. There's no entrance into the city without endorsement paperwork.
Endorsement from who?
One of the lords of the town.
Lou's eyes narrow at this boy. How can we get endorsements?
You would need an endorsement from one of the lords, sir.
Is there any way else we can get in?
He kind of thinks, I don't think so. Are they allowed to file an appeal? No. No, I think that's the only way in. I suppose unless you're a bird or something.
Right.
So what you're saying is, if I'm a bird, I'm just legally allowed to come. You won't stop me?
Did you say that?
No, I'm not there. I'm watching
He's
the
not
Juggler.
over there.
So,
oh, you're still watching the Juggler?
Birds are allowed. Okay.
Does he have a hat or something? Like,
yeah, he's like full on jester. No, nothing. He's not taking tips. He's just like trying to draw a crowd for like PR. Yeah, but he's like in a full on jester outfit, like juggling fiery objects.
Lou's just kind of pulls his entire face down. Okay. So we're just not allowed to enter through the gate?
There's no entrance into the city at all. Not without approval. We've reached capacity. You guys notice too, as you're kind of sitting out here, you're noticing a lot of these people have like minor to medium injuries.
Excuse me, perhaps. Now, do I know how large a city is this?
This is a very large city.
I'm here actually. These are my escorts. I'm on official business for the Grand Library here. I need to speak with, and I'll rattle off a name of somebody I know. I'll use my feature for the. I think it's researcher.
So you would know of places here. Unfortunately for the paperwork they need, basically they're asking, so this town has basically like 8 different lords to it. You need an endorsement or invitation basically to be permitted by them, or at least so far it would seem.
It doesn't matter. Researchers are the wrong one. I was thinking of the scholar one, where the libraries. That's not the one.
So, why is there such a large influx of people?
Are you asking the people or are you asking the guard?
I'm asking the guard. Lou looks exacerbated right now.
He's like, I'm pretty sure it's the demon attacks.
You know, I could have guessed that.
Like, we only have so much food. We can't just let anyone in.
I'm going to pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi on him. First off, I'm going to try actual persuasion. I'm like, please, my legs are worn. I'm a cripple. I need a place to rest. These kind souls.
He's not the guy in charge. So there's like 8 people at the entrance. This is just the guy that Lou's getting information from.
Yeah,
there is like a lead figure.
I demand to speak to your manager.
Yeah, I kind of push my hair up into like a Karen bob and then say, I need to speak to your manager.
As you do, he just kind of like, sir, they want what? It's like another bunch of bleeding hearts with no paperwork, I take it.
Has he come over? Or is he just yelling?
He's like still at the line. He's just yelling across at you. This is how he does his business.
Hang on.
Serena's gonna step back or walk a little bit of ways. Out of curiosity, which gate are we at?
You are at the north gate.
Okay.
What do you do? Interesting enough, you're casting. Hold on. Let's check one thing. I see. You have to know the target. I don't think you've. So you go to focus to send. Roll a D100 real quick.
Did you levitate yourself?
8.
Nice.
Ooh.
And we're gonna catch back up.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I'm gonna go get Misfit before he gets lost.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that was my idea as well. So I'm already there trying to pull him out of the crowd, if I can, if you'll let me.
Yeah, you guys start going over to retrieve him.
Yeah.
At this point, Lou and Marius, you guys are still kind of trying to figure out a way to get in, talking to this guy. And you just kind of watch his head kind of gaze slightly. What the hell's wrong with all of you? Why are you making them wait?
We'll look back at Serena.
She is gone.
Fucking. I'm assuming we're being ushered in.
They're clearing a path for you. It's like, "Ah, I'm really so sorry to be a bother. You won't have us bothering you again. Don't worry.
I'll get my wheelchair now since we're at a city also.
Yeah. Oh, I'll pull it out. I'll look for a Misfit.
Yeah,
Probably
we're trying
just
to
like.
pull.
Thank you.
I'm
You're
by
too kind,
the-
sir.
I'm by the gesture. I probably got like a
Yes,
kid on my shoulders so they can see better.
Yeah, and now we got to pull a kid out of the crowd. How hard are
Yo.
you gonna make it?
Serena technically said she was going first, so Serena and Dustin.
Mhm.
As you go to retrieve him, I mean, you'll have to convince him to leave the circus performer. However, as Serena and you approach, doesn't recognize Serena because Serena had a different form on, I believe, last time.
Correct.
Dustin was
She
not
was
there for
Zoe at that
the.
time.
And doesn't recognize anything else.
Dustin wasn't
And
there for the circus, was he?
I was not. No way. But that'd be
Serena looked
funny
like
if you did.
someone else. Dustin was.
does not seem to see anyone.
I, however, am extremely blue.
Luckily, he does not seem to notice you.
Do
You
you want
guys-
to go first?
Mhm.
Be my guest.
Kind of make her way through.
March him in.
That's it.
All right.
Come on.
Oh,
Let's go meet up with the others.
Okay.
All right. So you managed to find entrance into the city.
Cool.
What do you do?
I look accusingly at Serena.
I don't know why everyone else was having such a hard time. That was easy.
Misfit, just need to talk to someone. I just need to be convincing.
Oh, okay.
Am I still connected to Serena telepathically?
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
been. How long has
2
it been
hours.
since? 2 hours? Then yeah, you still got about 3 or so.
What did you do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't pull that shit with me. I can even hear it in your telepathic voice.
You must be mistaken. Though, if we're going to discuss something, Well, we discussed what you meant earlier.
What do you mean what I meant earlier?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're considering when I said you're part of the problem, I stated out loud, you're part of the headache.
Oh, so I annoy you?
Oh, God. Mm. I can hear the glare in your telepathic voice. Don't you humph me.
At this point, Nathaniel's like, I feel like I missed something here. He like reads back the last few sentences.
That was out loud too. Yep.
No, I mean, they have staring contests pretty often.
Very intense.
We continue to have an argument telepathically.
Right, so as they stare at
She's
each
glad
other
for the
as you
moment.
guys continue forward. Where do you guys go in town? I don't think anyone's technically been here before.
Nope.
I think actually technically no, you would have come in actually no, you probably would have passed through here very briefly when you first got on this island, Marius. You probably would have landed in this port.
Okay.
When you first got to this island,
Okay.
you probably would have landed here and then passed on your location. But no great details. The docks are that way.
All right. First thing in the morning, we go to the docks and get. We had 3 days. This is the first day. So we'll get.
You have 2 full days after this one.
Yes. So the end of the second day, we need a boat ride out of here.
And you also have
That's
6 days until your necklace is fully lit up again.
Yeah, we don't know that though.
Let's first try and find someplace with a hot bath.
Yeah. I have no idea where anything is, so we're just gonna have to.
You know, someone.
I mean, yeah, I'll ask someone if there's someone this late at night.
Who do you ask? Like what type of person in town?
Other people walking around.
There's a lot of people. So you are kind of in the slums district. Lots of very condensed people, but they're like the main pathways are a little bit nicer, kind of leading in. You could tell this is like a 3-tiered city. For Marius, what he would have known because he would have passed through coming off the docks, the more central district is kind of like a grand marketplace. So like merchants live there and people that are a little bit better off. And then there is the highest district, which is called the High Ward, and that's where all of the wonderfully overly rich people live.
Well, I don't assume anyone's been here before.
I was here for a short time.
Sorry,
This is where my boat landed.
Nathaniel puts his finger up.
Oh.
I may have been here once or twice.
Do either of you know of a inn to stay at?
I believe there's several. Are you looking for anything specific?
I'll gesture at Serena. She's the most picky out of all of us.
One with hot baths would be nice.
The Whistling Vixen.
It sounds perfect.
It is, and he kind of points over. You watch as he pulls something out of his pocket. It's like a punch card. It does have the address on it, though. He's like, yes. And he kind of leads you in the correct direction to head towards the Great Square, which is where all the intermediate stuff is.
Are we passing through a shopping district?
You're heading to the shopping district. Most of the shops are probably closed down. There might be some like street food, and the occasional late night shopkeep that might be open. But in the daytime, there's a lot of shops.
Yeah. Lou, I'm going to tap on your shoulder and hand you a piece of paper.
Okay. I look at the paper.
That's what it says.
Oh.
It's a shopping list.
Okay. I think we have what? How many of those did we grab on the last thing on the list?
I don't know.
Get them. They should all be in the party sheet, or they're on party people. I forget.
I just know I don't have one, and I want one.
I only have one healer's kit. The potions
Lou,
might be in it, yes?
In the morning.
I need you to roll a D100.
No. 35.
So as you guys are sitting there, kind of plotting out what to do, and he's giving you this list, this guy just walks up and pushes Lou over.
Okay, how big is he?
There you are!
The fuck? Oh no.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. Apologies. And he kind of helps you up.
Let me guess.
I thought you were a pickpocket I had run into last week. Uncanny resemblance, though. Sorry again.
Can I check my pockets?
Yeah, they're all your stuff's there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What did they look like? So I don't hopefully get mistaken by them again.
They were just kind of like this more rotund, about 6'4".
No. I was asking him.
Yeah.
Oh, them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of looks just this troublesome girl.
Lou's eyes visibly twitch.
I look at Serena and get a grin on my face.
Mm-hmm. Serena has a smirk on her face as well.
Lifted my whole week's wages. You don't know her by chance, do you?
Maybe. I don't know what they said. They look similar to me.
And he kind of like squints his eyes for a second. Like trying to figure out what he's doing. I can't tell. I was a wee drunk when it happened.
Can't say we know her, but we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Thank you for the information about a possible pickpocket.
Best be watching your pockets. And he just kind of nods and like puts his hand on his pocket and like starts slowly walking away.
Yep. I have all my coin too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Hmm? What's wrong with her?
Don't. Just don't. Just don't.
No,
Let me have at least the rest of the night.
Let me get to the inn. Let me get to the inn. I just want a bed.
Yes.
So, Commander.
Yes.
Do you approve of these purchases?
Yes, the healing potions might be an issue.
It was a long shot. We don't have much healing, you know?
Yeah. looks at him. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. All right. I'll go out and get the stuff. I assume Lou will just give me the cash for it out of the shared storage.
Roll. So you guys, you make it to the inn first and then go, or do you split off?
You know what? Getting to the end first is a good idea.
Yeah, I'd
Let's
like to get
the
to an
end
end.
first.
All right.
So I don't get lost.
So you guys do eventually start making your way there. You get into the entryways to the Great Square, which is where all the merchants and the kind of little bit of nicer buildings are. As you do kind of come in, there are like street food merchants that are still kind of peddling some food at this hour of day. The occasional window that's lit up, it's kind of hard to tell. Some of them look like they double as homes and shops. However, as you make your way in, there is a large amount of like little urchin kids kind of running in like a little grape cluster over in your guys' direction.
All right. Hands on or keep an eye out on your pockets.
And they kind of just like surround you guys and start like putting their hands up, like asking for money or food.
I'll give them a loaf of bread I have, I guess.
How old is the loaf of bread?
That's for you to decide for me.
When did you acquire said loaf of bread?
I don't know.
That's what I thought. So you hand them this full loaf of bread. And they just kind of look at it and they're like knock on it. And you just watch them just like, yeah. And they kind of like one little kid runs off with it.
I'm assuming a few other kids chase after him.
Yeah, there's a couple of stragglers in the back that are willing to fight over that one.
Fight over the rock.
How many kids are surrounding us?
Probably like 15.
Wow.
15. Let's see. Let me do math real quick. You can continue your thing. I'm not saying anything out loud.
Do we have the spare food?
Misfit, don't you have those berries?
I didn't make any today.
Didn't you make like 30 a few days ago?
Yeah, but they only last a day.
Then why did you make 30?
I was hungry.
I was hungry.
You ate all of those in one day?
Just in case we ran into anything, you know? It's nice to have 30 good berries.
Misfit,
Serena's
I'm
gonna
glad you are
tap.
being prepared, but you also need to practice restraint. Okay?
Serena's gonna tap Dustin on the shoulder. Add food supplies to the list.
Oh,
And
yes, sure.
she'll pull out food she has in her bag and hand it out to them.
Okay. They grab
I'll
all the
plan to
food
just
you hand
get
out.
4 days rations.
Yeah, I'll hand out rations too.
Okay. So they all just kind of grab them and like scatter.
Yeah, I had 3 days worth of rations at least. For an
Mark down
adult.
whatever you guys want to give out.
Yep.
There's a food shortage. I just remembered.
I hand out 4 days actually, not 3.
All right. So you guys find
I'm gonna give meatball to one of the kids.
Oh.
Just
Well,
a
now
walk through.
one of the kids is a pet dog.
he just kind of looks at it and looks at you and looks at the frog and looks at you.
I just kind of shrug.
What does it do?
It's a frog.
It's a frog. It's just a frog.
And he just kind of like licks it.
Yeah, I mean, his name is Meatball. You can eat him if you want to. Have you never
Are
seen?
you
You
sure
live in a
he's Meatball?
swamp.
He just runs off with the frog.
Oh no! Is it one of those hallucinogenic toads?
You
It's
don't know.
yellow and green. You don't know. That or he's really hungry.
Is
You
that,
could have just given him fried frog for tonight.
are
What?
you sure that frog is safe to eat?
He eats goblins, Serena.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure frogs are safe to eat.
You may have just killed a kid. I'm just gonna walk into the inn.
All right, so you guys walk in. It actually has a nicer reception. You currently see there's someone like going through a ledger behind the desk. Younger female. Probably your guys is actually a little bit older than you guys in appearance. I know we have some mixed ages.
I'll nudge you
What?
forward.
Us? Mixed ages?
Hello.
You walk up, Luke?
Yes.
He is the
Sorry,
commander.
I'll be beside him.
As she kind of looks up, she immediately snaps up and smacks you across the face.
Oh, I'm gonna kill her.
How dare you Oh, I'm
No.
sorry.
No, it's all right. I'll give that to her for you.
Don't be sorry. He deserved it.
And she just
Well, I
kind of
kinda
looks
did.
at you. Are you Lou?
Yes.
Oh, too perfect.
I'm gonna kill her.
Not if I can find her first. If you see her, though, give her that for me.
Oh, will do. Will definitely do.
And you let her know that no one breaks my heart like that.
Yes, I too know the pains of a
Yep.
broken heart.
But anyways, I'm assuming you didn't come here to get slapped. Is there anything I could help you with?
Do you have any open rooms?
Yes, of course. And this is a pretty lively place. It looks like it's a pretty large establishment. How many rooms do you need?
How many people can each room hold?
We have varying size rooms, but typically the average room, 1 to 2 beds.
Okay.
You
Check
start
the box.
putting much
At
more
least
than
three.
4 in a room, though, and we'll have words.
At least 3. Or 4 if you're looking, or if you're not looking to spend or share a room with Marius.
Like, I'll tell you what. If you pay for 3 rooms, I'll throw in the 4th for free for slapping your friend here.
Ooh,
He's got slapped
that was
like
some noise.
3 or 4 times today.
Well,
It's
I would
kinda
imagine
funny.
so.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna happen a lot from now on.
So as you guys kind of get checked into your rooms, so I would say for the 3 rooms just for the evening, we'll just say it's 3 gold. So you have 4 rooms. So you guys can figure that out. Dustin, do you go off to get your supplies?
Yes, and who's rooming with who? Because there's 6 of us, so 2 people in a room each. Because we have Nathan.
Oh, I forgot there's Nathaniel.
Get Nathan.
We have 4 rooms total because you got 1 for free.
Yeah. So who's bunking up?
I imagine you and Misfit are probably.
Okay.
I will take a room if someone wants to hop in with me. Lou doesn't care.
I'm just imagining Nathaniel immediately jumps into your arms.
Pretty
I'm
much.
easy with whoever. As long as
I
they don't
guess
snore.
Marius and Serena get their own room.
Yeah,
Done.
Marius and Serena get their own rooms.
All right. Misfit, before I get back, if the room has a mirror in it, can you cover that up, please? Thanks. And then I'll head out.
All right, so you run out.
Available?
What did you say? I have a dog barking in my ear.
She was asking the innkeeper if they have baths available.
They do. You could still have one. They with that it would be like a kind of a separate service, but they could draw you up one for probably like 5 silver.
Okay.
But it's a pretty nice bath.
Can I have cold water dumped on me?
He just grabs a glass of water from the bar and just like tosses it in your face.
I hope that also helped you.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna go lay down.
Like, have a good night. If you get bored, I always did want to collect a set.
Lou is very uncomfortable about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, he's old enough to understand what she meant.
Doesn't mean he's any less uncomfortable.
No, understanding does not mean not comfortable.
Nathaniel just kind of looks over at you, Misfit.
What kind of... did you collect them? How do you collect? I don't get it.
He just kind of like smiles and goes back to writing down what's going on.
Oh, I'm going to definitely kill her.
Dustin,
Once.
you look around. You don't really find any shops that are currently open to find your supplies. You knock on a few, but they aren't necessarily what you're looking for. Like you find one spell component store
Ew,
that is
gross.
open, but that's about it. Yeah, you walk in, you're like, whoa. Mm-mm. However, as you're walking back,
Mm-hmm.
you notice a very interesting flyer pinned to a wall as you're walking back to the inn.
Okay.
It is a wanted poster with 3 people on it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a dark-skinned male with like a long ponytail. One is a female with like dark brown hair, and then one is Lou.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm assuming it's kind of just like hammered into like a billboard of some kind, right? Or
Huh?
like into the side of a building.
8,000 gold pieces.
Fuck. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. First thing I'm doing is I'm ripping the poster down to take it with me.
Mhm.
And then I'm just gonna go inside and find Blue.
You like take it down. You walk inside. Lou, are you in your room at this point, or did you actually
Yes,
like take time for a drink?
No, I'm not staying. I'm not giving other people a chance to mistake me for someone.
You got the cup of water to the face, like I'm going to bed. Good
Yeah.
night.
I mean, he's not going to sleep. He's laying like face up, just
Yeah.
inadvertently saying he's going to kill his killer.
I'll be polite and knock on the door.
Tap tap tap.
Come in.
All right, I come in and I'm holding a piece of paper, and I like turn it out towards you, and I say, "This guy has your helmet."
Wait, what?
Yeah, your little horn helmet thing that you never take off. Same thing.
Can I look at it?
Yeah, you immediately recognize what it is. It is a wanted poster, and your sister is definitely on the poster. Doesn't have her name.
Lou's grip is slowly tightening on that paper.
Man, I didn't realize you were so invested in your hat. Sorry.
No. It's my sister.
Sister.
Uh-huh. My twin sister.
I'm gonna look over to Nathan.
He's like writing down like very quickly. Like, do go on.
Are we all together right now or no?
No,
he's
just
just
me
in
and
Lou's
him.
room. He's in because he's bunking with Lou.
Damn, I wanted to make a suggestion.
Okay, go ahead.
You can say you're in the room next door. You hear all this through the wall.
Have you said how much it's worth or anything yet?
No. Huh.
Either she did something really,
I know what he's thinking.
really awful, or did something really, really awful to someone who deserved it, who was in a position of power.
So that's why everyone's been apologizing to you lately.
Uh-huh.
But a pickpocket? I don't know.
That
Seems-
one surprised me.
Yeah. Well, I guess the fastest way to get to the bottom of all this would be finding her first.
Oh, there are so many people looking for her if she's...
So you're saying it's not going to be easy.
It might be easy.
Do you have any, like, childhood trinkets that you could show me, describe to me? Could probably help us narrow it down without giving away suspicion. Besides, your obvious phase.
Mhm. I have something in mind that I will try in the morning,
All right, Commander, I will trust you.
but looking out might work better. But we'll see.
I'm gonna pull out like a blank piece of paper and like something to write with at this point and start writing down. Okay, so the plan tomorrow. Listen to Lou. Is that good enough for you?
Sure.
Okay.
You okay, Dustin?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm gonna tuck it away and just like awkwardly like clap my way out of the room.
Here, you
Rub
take
my
this
hand.
back. I don't want to look at this right now.
Oh, you know what? We're in a really public. Just you have magic. Destroy it. Just poof. Destroy it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm gonna tear it up. But people can.
Yeah, let's do that at least. I'd rather not cause fire in a room.
Okay. I'll tear it up and like throw it in a bucket of water.
Fair enough.
I will empty the bucket of water, obviously, but like just so the ink fades or whatever.
Yeah. All right, so you tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you guys want to do this evening, or do you take your long rest?
Misfit, did you remember to cover the mirror?
I was gonna ask.
Is there a mirror?
When you walk back into the room. Mirror in the room. Did you cover it?
Is there a mirror?
There is a mirror in each room.
On one hand, I want to punch so he doesn't have to. On the other hand,
Robot.
I,
Speed robot.
Go back to the leading of one hand.
is it
You're back.
Am I
Yeah,
good?
You're good.
Misfit is using his temporal manipulation again.
It's happening again. On one hand, I want to punch it so he doesn't have to, but on the other hand, I think that would make Serena yell at me. Is there any way to just pull it off the wall and flip it over?
Roll an investigation check.
I think most people would just put a blanket over it.
Yeah, but it's Misfit.
No, it must be like some magical glue that they put it up here with.
If only.
This is a tough one. Wait, maybe it's not a mirror. maybe it's a window to the next room. And there's some other blue guy standing over there.
I'll walk in on that, sure.
So you walk in to see a part of this. What do you do, Misfit?
I don't notice it. I'm just talking to myself at this point.
You walk in and you see Misfit like staring at this mirror on the wall, just having a conversation with himself.
No, not you too. Stop talking to them. We don't know what they are.
Oh. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
No, you will not. I'm just gonna stay over on this side of the room, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I tried to get it off the wall, but I couldn't.
I said cover it.
Oh, okay. I mean, that would probably work.
All right.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to do?
Lou just lays there for. Oh, go ahead.
Serena's gonna have a nice bath, do some magic to clean her clothes, then head into her room and begin meditating because she didn't rest the night before. She is exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everyone kind of settles in for the night. Let me long rest, everybody.
Lou gets a long rest, but is also very, very not restful.
Grumpy Dad. We're all excited for Grumpy Dad.
So, as you fall asleep for the evening, let's see. Marius.
Yes.
You feel different. You kind of sit up in bed for a second. And you feel slightly stronger. A little less exhausted than you typically normally would. It's strange enough to kind of wake you up, but you're able to go back to sleep after about 12 minutes. And you all wake up level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna need it, aren't we?
I mean, if I had that, I would have passed the charm, and we probably would have had a fun demon fight.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
well.
fun now too. He gives off, what's your charisma modifier?
+3.
So it's a +3 save if you're within 10 feet of him, I think?
10 feet, yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh gosh, I forgot how to do this.
Yeah, you all get your big features. So, Misfit, you're the only one I didn't know. Are you taking your Barbarian or Druid?
I think, based on how it's been going and spending time with Dirge, I'll take the level in Druid.
Ooh, one level closer to level 3 spells.
I just
you keep getting enhancement to your wild shape too, don't you?
I get a swim speed now, I think.
Ooh, you can turn into fish.
Not that I've needed to, but yeah.
You turned into a
we are about
goldfish
to take a
once.
boat.
True.
The lone goldfish makes it home.
Ooh, I
Whoop.
get an ASI.
Okay, I think that was right.
Oh yeah, because you get level 4. That you do. What are you taking?
I should probably bump my wisdom.
Or you can take a feat.
I've got a 16 wisdom.
I am now more wise.
Oh shit, I get spells. Fuck, it's been so long.
Yep. Don't forget you have your expanded list too.
Yes, that was. I think I get that when I get access to 4th level spells. I get a new set.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good inkling as to what kind of spell I want to craft.
Phew, I finally have access to getting resistance to every elemental damage type now. I just need to use a spell for acid.
Except for mental.
Yeah, psychic is a non-issue.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna have a lot of mental damage next time.
Yeah.
Lose vulnerable to emotional damage.
Why was it when Lou got to be the leader, it was everyone started acting out?
They're testing the limits of the boundaries they have with you as their former guildmate in a new position of authority.
Exactly the same. Excuse you.
I meant more so.
I know.
These fucking children. Misfit is normal. I don't know what's up with Serena.
What do you mean, what's up with Serena?
You know what I mean.
Ugh.
Alright, what's all the fun stuff everyone's taken?
Just Paladin. I was thinking of asking for something else for humor, but I forgot about that before I dragged Paladin onto me. But I can do it next level or something, because not too much has prompted that idea yet.
All up to you guys. Serena can do a bit more damage now, I think.
Yeah.
I can
In a lot of cases, she's actually more than doubled some of her spells damage.
Oh, I was gonna do that. That's right.
What were you gonna do?
And I assume Marius is taking another level in Commoner.
Yep.
Yep.
He gets a 2% discount now at all stores.
I'm taking Scholar.
He can now read books 3% faster.
He's gotten platinum library card.
Oh yes.
Wait a minute, where's the extra? Where was that? I don't know. It's in my expended spell list anymore, guys. I just have to scroll up.
Do we have any new Hitpoint winners?
I don't think so.
I mean,
Nope.
No
I'm
change.
almost at 30.
Misfit has one less hit point than me.
I went from 35 to 42.
I have 50.
I don't know how you did that, but nice.
You only have 26 hit points at level 6.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough.
You need to invest in Spawn.
I mean, Marius is 27, so.
I mean, I both like and don't like point buy for this reason.
Because you will dump
There's
stat.
a lot of classes you have two stats that you want to focus on, and if one of those two isn't con, you're in a lot of trouble. Because I don't know, I feel like they just don't give you enough points.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it fun, though.
Because especially if you're a caster. But like, especially if you're a caster, one stat has to be your relative mental stat. And then you have a choice of either dexterity or con. So do you want to get hit by everything, and the bonus hit points only matter for not getting one shot? Or do you want to have a chance of dodging things early and hope you can get more HP later?
One correction that you always have to remember: it doesn't have to be your spellcasting modifier. It's a wise choice. But no one ever says you have to be a good spellcaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
especially since Serena's saving throw dependent.
Yeah, but even then, your proficiencies can help more depending what you have on that. You're only looking at a difference. I mean, it depends, obviously, what you got.
I've got a 17 con, which is like one lower than the theoretical max we could get right now. And I've got a DC 14 saving throw, which, I mean, is okay for where we are. But
You have 17
definitely
dex,
going to
10
be...
con.
I said charisma.
Oh, I thought you said you had 17 con. I was like, yeah, for sure. But at least
Other
you
safety.
have, I think you have, do you have shields or no?
No, I don't have the shield spell. Remember, she went full Makar. But she's also an illusionist.
Just true.
You know, I want Alter Self, but it's funnier this way.
yeah. If anything, we could just try to haphazardly disguise kit you with the disguise kit we do not have.
Oh no.
Well, Alter Self gives you specific things like gills or whatnot. Disguise Self, the level 1 spell, can make you turn into something else. Well, illusion like.
You know, looking at Enlarge Reduce.
I love that spell.
Slap that on a Raging Bear Misfit.
Big.
Yeah,
like
but
Jasper in our Friday campaign before he died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in a magic mode. 1 second. And then if that Modier bear ever comes out again, and then you do it on that, then it's a gigantic level bear.
Oh no.
I was debating which spell to grab, but thanks to the psionic spells, I can get both.
Yep.
It's always nice.
Oh, there was a bit of a double up. I got a spell from the psionic spells, but I also got that spell from a feat. So now I can replace the one from the psionic.
Aww. This is the first time that we've leveled up that Bob didn't level up.
Oh.
He leveled up in spirit. His spirit level went up by 1.
He still had more hit points than all of you, though.
Yeah.
Actually, let's see. If we made him level 6, which he would have been, he would be at 76 hit
and
points.
If Marius and Serena were to add our hit points together, we would only just barely have the highest. By like
3.
3 over.
Bob was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what happened to that guy.
Level 6 Bob would have 76 hit points, 20 AC, and a +3 strength modifier.
Jeez.
You know what? I always need more teleports. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
Teleports are you grab?
Rip Bob.
Man. If only I just was like, oh, that's evil, and then just hit it.
I now have Misty Step and Thunder Step.
Ooh, I love
Okay.
Thunderstep. That's a fun spell.
That's a oh fuck, but also fuck you.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is a 3rd level spell, which is why I didn't have it. Misty Step for that good bonus action, get out of jail free card. Thunder Step if I want to smack the jailer while I'm leaving. It is also a 90-foot range, and I can bring someone with me who's willing.
Oh, dude.
This is true.
What if your sister finds you first?
I highly doubt. I highly suspect she already knows I'm here.
What would make you think that?
Paranoia.
You're assuming she's still here.
No.
Yeah, that too.
Interesting item of note. On that wanted poster, you didn't really see any weapons present on anyone except for the male.
With the ponytail, dark skin.
He had a spear that he was like holding on to.
Okay.
I can now add my charisma modifier to 1 damage roll of lightning.
That you can.
And if it's relevant, I can gain resistance to lightning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone got a pretty good damage bump up, I think.
I got a really good party buff, but that's about it.
Oh.
I got 7 hit points from sorcerer level, and hit points from draconic resilience.
Hey, a +3 to saving throws is no joke. Believe me, we've had that go off when we had Max on our Friday campaign. That thing saved them so many times.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when someone divine smites your red dragon who's not even in the fight. That was so insane. So much damage.
Yeah, too bad Dustin doesn't believe he can use any of it, right? He'll get there. Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to think something's evil. That's about it. That's like the only rule I have in my head for it.
That makes sense.
So, like, if I just hunkered down and went barbarian mode and hit that person, I would have smited them for sure. Probably shoulda, but it was more interesting.
Well, the good news is you didn't smite any party members.
You got smooched by a demon.
I was getting really close to doing that. I woulda.
He did get smooched by a demon.
Lou does not want to use his magic against his comrades, even if they are charmed.
Mm-hmm.
Serena has no hesitations about using her magic against her allies.
Yeah. Yes, because your magic has a possibility of not hurting them.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to the morning next week. I just wanted to level you guys up too.
Yeah.
Technically, Dustin was not charmed.
Okay.
We'll get to that next week, though.
It just felt like the right thing to do in the moment, okay?
No, the effect is still the same, but you are not technically charmed.
I'm gonna wake up with horns on my head, aren't I?
No.
No, I'm keeping my helmet on me.
Yeah.
Lou realizes arguing with you about that was not the thing to do. No, these are attached to my face. No, they're not, Paul.
Are you sure about that? All right.
Yeah, and you could
I don't know.
swear.
Calm emotions might have had, at the very least, some effect. Maybe not full, but because it has two different effects.
He
Obviously, the one is
says
suppressing charms
the
or
GM said no.
frightened, which that one doesn't
Yeah,
obviously wouldn't work. But the other one
not a charm effect
makes
at all.
it so. I know, but the other effect Common Emotions has is that can make a creature not hostile to creatures that you choose.
No, I know. Dustin
Unless
used it on my what was it that was fearing you guys?
The little guy, the red hats, the red caps.
Yep.
Are we stopping here, or are we gonna continue after level up?
Yeah, we're stopping here.
Okay.
We just leveled up.
Sorry about that. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yep, good night, everybody.